There's a time when my worth was measured by the echo of my name in rooms I had just left. I lived as a mosaic of other people's expectations, carefully curating my words, my laughs, and my silences to fit the shifting shapes of whoever stood in front of me. To be liked was a survival instinct. To be talked about was a distorted form of relevance. To be noticed was the only way I knew I existed. I was terrified of the silence that would come if I stepped off the stage. I thought that if no one was looking at me, I would simply disappear. But the performance was exhausting. The weight of constantly managing my own reflection in the eyes of others began to crush the lungs of who I actually was. I was pouring myself into empty cups, hoping that if I filled them, they might offer a drop back. And then, very softly, the shift began. It didn't arrive like a thunderclap, but like the slow fading of a radio station as you drive out of the city limits. The static of their opinions began to break up, leaving long, beautiful stretches of quiet. I stopped tending to the gardens of people who never brought me water. I let the rumors run their course without chasing them down with desperate explanations. I stopped contorting my spine to fit into spaces that were never meant for my soul. I allowed myself to be misunderstood. I allowed myself to be forgotten by the crowd. At first, the anonymity felt like a void. The ego, starved of its usual diet of praise and perception, thrashed against the quiet. But as the dust settled, the void transformed into a canvas. When you strip away the need to be palatable, you are left with the raw, unedited truth of your own nature. In the absence of their gaze, I finally opened my own eyes. I started hearing a voice that had been drowned out for years, a quiet, steady frequency that belonged entirely to me. I discovered what I actually loved, untainted by the desire to seem interesting. I found my own rhythm, walking without the need to keep pace with the herd. I realized that finding myself wasn't about building a new persona, it was an unbecoming. It was the systematic shedding of everything I was never meant to be. Today, the greatest peace I know is the comfort of my own anonymity. I no longer need to be a masterpiece in anyone else's gallery. It is a